Okay, hello. Right, this is my second, first of two introductions. So when I came to editing this video, I found that I'd actually recorded too much stuff by 10 minutes and was kind of loath to try and find 10 minutes to edit, seeing as a lot of the reason it went so long is me trying to read. So I've decided to split it up into two pieces. Hopefully that won't be too detrimental, but then again, not entirely sure people are going to see this. So this is a little introduction to let you know that there is some funky editing, seeing as I am a complete noob. Yes, I know, facepalm. Noob editor. And I'm using a PS4's SHAREfactory editing system, which apparently can only let you do 80 minutes worth of content at any one time. So I'm going to be splitting this up. There's also a couple of funky bits of editing where I wasn't sure if I was recording or not, so stopped the recording, restarted this recording in order to make sure that I was recording, and also stop-start because you can only record 60 hours at a time. Or 60 hours? Good lord, no, I wouldn't have any issues in that if that was the case. 60 minutes at a time. So yeah, sorry for the bad editing, but here's a pretty view of the Aetherite from up here. Pretty. So shiny. So yeah, hope the bad editing doesn't detract too much from my sultry voice. And this gentleman's sitting down. I'm never going to get you to do what I want you to do, am I? Stand back up, mate. And this gentleman's hunky physique. That's better. Yes, nice big grin for the camera. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the episode. Okay, hello, greetings, and welcome to my second episode of this Let's Play. I'm Sokana, and this is my avatar Sokana Eomir. For those curious, Eomir is, according to Google Translate, the Scottish word for bear. Tend to go with some kind of bear themed name, along with the first name of Sokana, seeing as that's what I am on everything. Anyway, that's a more waffling introduction than I was expecting. But anyway, so today the plan is that we start actually doing quests. We'll be talking to our friend Russell over here to get the ball rolling and see how things go. So, without further ado, let's start. Okay then. So Russell, what you got for us? Okay. Accepting quests. Once initiated a quest, once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing objectives, rewards. Press accept in the lower left to add the quest to your current duties. Okay. Oh, God, do not. Non-player characters offering quests can be recognised by the exclamation marks above their heads. To bring up the quest window, speak to the NPC by targeting him and pressing the confirm button. Okay. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. Right. Okay, coming to Limsa Limsa. Ah, so tempting to make a joke there, but anyway, it is a port town. So, to be recognised as an adventurer in the city-state of Limsa Limsa, you must first register yourself with the Adventures Guild. Okay. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. Lovely. So, before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wrench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. Drowning Wench. Gotta love those pub names. Yep. So, okay. It's not far. Just head straight down this street and speak to... here we go again. Graffa. Graffa. Gretha? Her? Gerald. Talk to Gerald. He'll show you how to work this big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift. And it'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of... love the names. Baderon. Baderon. Gotta sound it out. He's the proprietor of the wrench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. Does he now? I'm not sure I want that, but anyway. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Okay. Quest accepted. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Upon excellence, yeah. So this is just sort of saying how this is all going to work, and you've just seen my little secret of my emote hotbar in order to do Let's Plays. Because if you can't emote, what's the point, eh? So, let's get going. Welcome to Limpsala Midsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Take the Crow's Lift. Okay, so this nice big tick. Complete a quest by speaking to the NPC with a check mark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards, items, gil to experience points. So I'm not going to be poor no more. Gil is the currency and experience is what you need to level up for those completely new to the RPG genre. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? But you ain't here for the drink, are ya? You've come with a mind to try your hand at venturing, or you reckon? Right, my lubber. I love the fact that pirates speak, which I assume this is what they're attempting, is basically just West Country accent. and a bad one at that. So I'm going to do my best. Well, you find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Bob. My name is Bob. And this most hospitable of hostelries. You're right there, mate. I think you're missing one of the 26 letters of the alphabet there. Is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why you've got a desk specially for adding guild business. Handling guild business. Yeah. Leaving letters out does not help when you're trying to read and you're dyslexic. Guess the letters. I'm already guessing the letters. Don't leave them out. Anyway. And why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throat of my regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Gallian Empire. The first mention of the big bad. The Gallian Empire. To finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. This town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes aren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by the thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a ways as makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks that saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is the shadow set against the blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take an odd gull. it's this what got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. If Limps are even ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need venturers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. Portentous much? But there we go. And that's portentous as in predicting future. Assuming I got the word right. Anyway. And that's why any aid we can give to venturers is effort well spent. What say you, lad? You willing to lend us your strength? Aye, that'll be why I'm here. Me thanks to you and to the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer you my way for a reason. Ah, but listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Put your scroll right there. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Sokana Iomar, is it? That's a fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Dun dun dun. Sending your friend's signal, were you? Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong bloke. This fine upstanding young gent is my dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. Glad he didn't say grandma's sister's niece, because yeah, I'm not a hume. The lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternising with such unsavoury elements. Is that right? You are sure aware of the recent kidnappings? Respectively, then we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even the closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer, a very good point, very wise. You needn't worry though, I keep one eye open at all times, me and two more often than not. Now, does that mean he has 3 eyes? Ah. You'll realise why that's important later in the game. Anyway. Now, sir, what say you to a tankard of my finest ale before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Melithor? Strait of Melithor. Malfoy, there we go. For the Harry Potter fans. Strait of Malfoy. But that don't mean we got won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on. So kick off your heavy boots, eh? Yes, officer, certainly, officer. Nope, no trouble here, officer. You have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious. Which means adventurers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal though. Us limps... we'll just go with Limpsons. Can be a headstrong bunch of bastards. It is true, but given time, we'll grow on ya. Now, where was I? Grow on us like fungus. Oh aye, welcome to Limpsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after too many black belly whiskies. Now take a moment to gather your wits and you'll get started with learning your way around the city. Okay, coming to Limpsa, quest completed. That's experience, that's skill for those wondering. Complete. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken your first steps as an adventurer in the city of Limpsa. Listen well to the wisdom of Bob Ten Fingers. We've got... Then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Okay. Main quest scenarios. So, main quest is the story mode, basically, where you get to progress through the story and into the other areas of the game. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called main scenario quests, or MSQ. These tasks are easily distinguished from others by their unique icon. Quests using the icon indicated, so that's the what I like to think of as the Blue Cross quests. A task or series of tasks are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. So keep an eye out for the Blue Cross ones. Okay, one thing that I will be doing is doing a lot of side quests, many of which I have not done. Just as a generalized, making this whole Let's Play a little bit more interesting. So I'll be doing quests that I haven't done before, and you'll get to see me experience them first time. I have done some of the side quests, but not all of them. So let's start on the main scenario, shall we? Close to home. Bob, patron of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get yourself used to the life here in Limpsa. First, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of that great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte, a device that can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, provided there's an aetheryte there where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second, on the list is the marketplace, where you'll find weapons and armour and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district that lies beyond the aetheryte. Don't go throwing your guild around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Where's my coin? Why is my coin purse so light?" Have a word with Bert. Okay, we'll call him Bert instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old octant? Don't know what that is. Octant, and he'll treat you well. For the last of my helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow axe wielders at the Marauders Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for swinging that head splitter of yours if you join their crew. These names, good lord. Balthorot? Balthorot. Blue. There we go. Blue. At the front desk is one to get you started. Got all that, lad? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you on a little jaunt round the city, helping you work out with everything. Is now I'd best be getting on. Run along, bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you something critical. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of my memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Anyway, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods that look like they might need your help, consider giving their tale of woe a listen. Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble upon them. For example, Ninia over yonder's been casting glances your way since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear to see what she has to say? You'll like to find yourself running odd errands to begin with, but once you build up a reputation as a man folks can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you've a time, I'd also seek out the adventure of the smith here in the wench. The lads as bear that title have some fine advice for them that's been starting out in the profession. And that, my lad, is how you got to become a legend amongst adventurers. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I'll be doing the smith stuff. Okay. Main menu. The main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, yeah. So this is just saying what the main menu is. Unlikely to be calling it up much during the Let's Play, because that would be just bad etiquette, really. So, yeah, we know all that. Navigation. So this is telling me about the map and how to get to it. So yeah, it's actually quite good. You can select the quest and it will show you where you need to go on a map, which is useful. Okay. So let's have a talk to Ninia, shall we? Looks like for this making a name, I get experience, earth shards, very important, and a potion. Tend not to use those very much, but always useful to have some. Ninia, a veteran adventurer, has some information that might be of interest to you. Except, well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lad. I've got some information that might help put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the mizzenmast? I know my ship terms, because if I didn't, that would have done me in. Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is to make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Screenreel? Sounds like a YouTube channel. And she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to that looks like someone's just banged their head into the keyboard. But anyway, Aid. We'll call him Aid. At the Octant. Oh, the Octant. Anyway. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such, say, shady goods. Okay, well, bear with me one moment. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get going. Actually, let's have a chat with the smith, shall we? As one of the smiths, I provide guidance to those just starting out on the path of the adventurer. For the present, I suggest you learn your way around the city, an endeavour with which Bob shall no doubt wish to aid you. Okay, fair enough. Okay, hello Screenwheel. You wish to visit the bulwark. The crow's lift is ready when you are. Okay, there we go. Lower decks. Yes, most of Limsa is named after shipping terms to really hammer home the whole port thing. Okay, so Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Okay, so this is basically telling me about the experience system. Those who want to read it can pause it whilst I'm flicking through. Basically saying, whilst I've got this crescent moon up, I'm earning extra gil. Sorry, a bracket of experience where I'll be earning double the experience until I reach the end of that bracket. Okay. Interacting. Okay, so I see something shiny on the ground and I can pick it up. Basically. Like these shiny things here. A nice little follow me leader. Peculiar herb. Interacting. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Follow the trail. Hello, Russell. Oh, got a new starter here as well. Wow, that's quite the name. Okay, and here's aid for me to hand things in. Yes, I'm aid. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. A common weed rumen have relaxing properties with either ingested or smoked. Some dank weed there. Oh, telling me how to hand things over. Well, as you see, I just managed to do that. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient for the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I couldn't resist the jest. These herbs are not more than lavender. Still smells nice. And I ain't pronouncing where they come from. Altheic lavender. A common enough export from Limsa. In fact, these probably slipped from crates that were loaded into my very own ship. I think someone's been having a bit of fun with you, son. But not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Yeah, greetings. There we go. Using items, so yeah, how to use things like potions and how long it takes before I can actually reuse them, because you can't just keep chugging them, unfortunately. In fact, I am going to call up my items. So I have silver chocobo pods. That, I believe, common symbol of friendship throughout the realm. These brilliant plumes can be exchanged at Calamity Scavengers for special rewards. Ooh! So it's a currency. I probably have that because, as I said, I've been playing this game for a while and have built up a few rewards and what have you, which are automatically given to any new characters I make. And potion, which is what I want. So select set to hotbar, and we'll have that there so that it's ready when I need it. Now, as I said, I will be doing side quests, but I'm going to do the main scenario stuff first, I think, because I could easily get sidetracked with various side quests. So here's me touching it with a nice beam of light going from me to the... And I am now attuned to the Aetherite. And I've got more reading to do. Yay! Ah, another novice adventurer. Bob, has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I am Sun Diamel. Sundamel. Sunny. Hi, I'm Sunny, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of these devices. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means of travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport. The most common transportation spells make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the acts of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient at present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites and transport magic, I will be here to answer your questions, because I am now turning into the type of person who over-explains things. And I'm doing a sing-song voice. But anyway, sorry about that. I get a little sing-songy as I'm trying to read this stuff. Try and keep the flow going. You are tuned with the Aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. Return. Again, I'll give you a brief overview rather than trying to read all this. Return is a spell that allows you, in fact I can highlight it here. There we go. Return. Instantly return to your current home point. So you kind of set home points to being where you are currently questing, so that when you die, which I am going to do at some point, you return to your home point. And it's also a free teleport with a... how long's the cooldown on it? 900 second recast time. How long is 900 seconds? Bear with me, getting a calculator out. Because I can't math. Math is hard. 900 divided by 60 equals 15 minutes. So that's got a 15-minute cooldown on that. Oh, and look at all these names. It's actually quite clustered, isn't it? Oh, more new guys. Basically, anyone with this little sprig by their name is a new character. So we've got a couple of new guys here. People doing things and playing around, and someone playing dead there. More quests. Right, because I can't stare at this too much. Also, I'm not entirely sure everyone wants me sharing their names. Let's stare at a wall for a moment whilst we change. Here we go. Character configurations. Display names. Party members. We're going to have initials. So everyone's going to have their initials shown. Because that way I can still identify people. But people don't see their full names to give people grief. Of course, I can't protect everyone's name, but there, I assume, will be yeah, we'll do full names on the party list, because yeah, I just think that'll be simple. Not sure how I'm going to go about. Actually, I can get rid of my own name, can't I? Yes, no point having that there. Or hide my name. Okay. Another thing that does is lessen the amount of things I actually have to look at. Because one thing about being dyslexic, dyspraxic, so on and so forth, is I have trouble, as I said before, I kind of see everything and find it very difficult to narrow my point of view. I get distracted by shinies. Ooh, pretty. This person is leatherworking by the looks of it. Making some nice leather stuff to probably sell on the market board, which is what this is. Oh, that's way too big. That's better. There we go. Yeah, market boards are basically where players can sell their items. I will be doing crafting and gathering as part of this Let's Play, because one, it's for making the guild, making the monies, so kind of need it. But can't do that yet. I have to at least be level 10 before I can even start making stuff, and I have to be I think it's like level 15, maybe 20 before I can actually sell stuff on the market board. So it's going to be a while before I do that. But hang on, I've just realised I've turned everything off. Oh no, which means I can't see NPC names. Minimise. What does that show? Oh, cancel, apply. There we go. That's better. So I can now at least see the NPC names, because I'll be looking for some of them at some point. Okay. So here's Bert. A fine evening to you, sir. Welcome to the most reputable marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyes ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Good lord, he's laying on thick. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate on the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Bob. Whatever could... my octant. By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wench, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Rusted octant, an instrument widely used in maritime navigation. Oh, okay. This one appears to have been a victim of the elements. So there we go. Hand over. I'm most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? If it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east-west arms of Hawker's Alley. Why is it called Hawker's Alley? Because they hawk stuff, don't they? Sorry, throat's getting a bit dry. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armour will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession. It is by very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stores specialising in tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And with but a few steps, the bazaar and apothecaries will most aptly supply all your potions and perishable needs. So, food and drink. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores. So it pays to become familiar with the type and prices of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well in your pause in light or your time is short. If your purse is light or your time is short. Ah, yes. So much reading in this game. I'm kind of regretting it, but not at the same time, because part of the point of this Let's Play is to give you some experience of what it's like being dyslexic. So me trying to read out loud is very much part of that. I just hope you don't find it too frustrating. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Okay, so that's shopping done, and he's got a quest for me which I will undertake later. But one of the first things I will try and find, tradecraft supplier, apothecary, culinarian, this is the guy I want. He sells food. Ooh, here we go, we've got a shops thing. Yeah. Again, I'm doing enough reading at the moment, so if you want to read it, pause the video. Otherwise, I'm going to move along, because I want food. As you can see, food gives various buffs, but one of the main buffs it gives is the XP bonus. Oh, here we go. So I can't highlight it and point out the XP bonus. You know, that little green bit just there. If you can see it. So, yeah, so the XP bonus, 3% on XP for 30 minutes, as well as the other buffs that it gives you, depending on what it is you're doing. I'm going to try and be better about food in this Let's Play, because in my main games I tend to forget about it. 30-minute duration, it tends to drop off by the time I've been spending 5 hours playing the game. But seeing as I'm recording relatively, for me, short periods of gameplay, I should be able to remember. Right, so we want something for a tank. So vitality is good. Tenacity, can't remember what tenacity is. Determination, direct hit rate, vitality, spell speed, critical hit, vitality, direct hit. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we'll buy myself 10 boiled eggs. with my first bit of gil. Okay, so I've got that, and now if I go pop it on my there we go, pop it on my bar with the thing, and nom nom nom. Okay, I now have the well fed buff. Okay, so okay, so on to the aetheryte over here. Small aetheryte shards allow me to get around the city a bit quicker, so need to attune to them. Oh, somebody got a little Mugu out. Oh, isn't she adorable? Hello! Bye. Hello! Bye. Hello! Bye. Poor thing's bag's too heavy for him. Oh, cute snoggums. Anyway, you now have access to the Aethernet. Quick travel through the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon aetheryte shards. Yes, the Aethernet pretty much tells me what I've just been told. So, zoom out a bit more. Ooh, shiny sword. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. Dude, seriously? Anyway. I was going to ogle the female. That probably isn't best for me to do on this. So, okay. Quick something for Reddit.